one and all, and welcome back to the Mockeries! Say hello, the Mockeries.
Hello, Mockeries.
Hey, we love to hear it. Guys, last time we left off, you were all reunited, but maybe not as emotionally and jiving back together as a group again as you may have hoped. Cloud awoke in a grove which her Fate Stitcher's compass had led her to, woke up with druid powers and immediately executed a Yuan-Ti pureblood with one of the most ridiculous damaging output things I've ever seen with that spell at level 4. And then confronted Orlando Coin. These guys told Dylan to hide in the wagon while they fought off another Yuan-Ti hunter, which they did very handily, and then went and joined Cloud and finished off your old foe, Orlando. I believe it was Thesia with a shatter spell that ended it. Brilliant. Sort of an anticlimactic end for that villain, but he's gone. You guys are very much more powerful now than you were when you last fought him. Brilliant. And then Cloud was not willing to talk to these guys, made her way back to where she knew Dylan would be and saw that Dylan is gone, taken away towards the sounds of further fighting in these woods that grow thicker the further in you get towards Salt's Watch. And that's where we are now. And what happens next is entirely up to you. You guys have the information. You know that there's fighting between Yuan-Ti and werewolves and werekind happening. I leave it to you. Dylan's gone.
We gotta get Dylan back.
Yeah. Can't be having a band without a manager. Also, he holds us together, and we need that right now.
He is our glue.
Who's going to get me beer?
Get it yourself.
What?
Yeah, I don't think beer is our main priority right now.
That's always my main priority.
Clearly.
Well.
We've got two options. We either follow the road, try and get to Salt's Watch and cut them off, or we go through where the fighting is.
I think we can cut them off. What do you think, Thesia?
I think we need to follow the tracks, because if it goes away from the road too much, we'll lose sight of where we're meant to be going, even though there's fighting. But I think we all can handle ourselves now. Are we doing this stealthily, or are we just charging him? As stealthily as possible, I think. I would like to avoid fighting if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, stealthy approach to Dylan.
Okay, so which way are you guys going?
We're where I saw the carriage being pulled off to.
Towards the sounds of fighting.
Yes. Yeah. Are we going to try and do it stealthily?
Yes, I'm going to need a group stealth check. The first group stealth check is going to have a DC 15. At least 2 people need to beat that. So you succeed or fail as a group.
14.
18. 22.
So 22. 2 people pass this first check. You proceed stealthily. Once again, the 2 of you helping Theramin to avoid the worst of the twigs and leaves underfoot.
I like to think as we're walking and I notice like there's twigs or something that he's about to step on, I slap his foot with my tail. Just every so often you get like my tail will slap you if I think you're going to make too much noise.
Mm-hmm. As you guys continue forward, there are a couple of moments where Cloud and Thesia as well as I'll say, as well as Maggie, will notice where these scuffles are happening, and you guys can either stop and wait for them to carry on, or those skirmishes to end, and then the winners to keep going, or move around them entirely. But you notice that these, they're sort of like patches. If they're not one-on-one fights, they're sort of 3-on-1, 3-on-3. A couple of them take place up in the treetops as you guys keep going. And you notice all, like, Thesia, these are the most number of Yuan-Ti that you have seen since being home. You guys are looking around. Thesia, a lot of Yuan-Ti are here. Like, this isn't just a few hunters that have come over into Gorendia. Like, you know that your people live in the jungles of Dridia, the neighboring country. They live over the Goliath Mountains, where you guys were in Merleystone. That pass that you guys fought Orlando Coin in must have let a small army of Yuan-Ti in. And they are winning. More often than not, Yuan-Ti are beating these werewolves, and there are fewer and fewer werewolves as you keep going. You're following these tracks. They've gone into the woods. You are closer to Salt's Watch, but you're going over to the eastern side where the woods are quite a bit thicker. And you can see that there's a bit of it's a hill on the one side where the road is, but then it drops off on sort of like a cliff, and the wall comes up on Salt's Watch, and then there are forests underneath. So people don't expect an attack from that side. And then there's the tower of Salt's Watch that overlooks everything. That's sort of the area that you're heading into now. And you get to a point where you can hear you get to a point where you know that it's going to get much harder from this point on to continue without being seen.
Is it quite dense forest?
It's starting to become dense forest now.
How tall are the trees?
Tall.
I was just thinking of whether to climb one of the trees and see whether I can get a better look with my claws. Climb up one of the trees. I think it's 20 foot I can climb.
I can get Maggie to do a little scout.
Yeah. Either of those will work. With your claws, you can climb 20 foot, but that's per round. So if you have more time, you can fully just climb a tree.
Yeah. I don't mind climbing a tree, or you can send Maggie. I don't.
Let's give Maggie a little job.
Okay.
Yay, Maggie!
She likes to be helpful.
Maggie's very small. Could you give me a Maggie stealth roll with advantage? She
So a D20.
She gets it's a D20. She gets a +4 to stealth. So 2 D20. Pick the highest one, and then add 4.
20. So 16 + 4.
You got a nat 20?
No, a 16, and then you said
I
+4?
I see. Unnatural 20. My bad. Fantastic. Let's do a little roll for some bad guys.
Oh, Maggie.
Alrighty. You feel your emotional connection to Maggie is very strong. It doesn't get interrupted, unlike the time when she went and found Marta of the soul-caged hollows of the Legazi Cabal. This is a little bit more, if not normal, then less magical. These are people, right? Maggie knows what to do with people who don't have weird fear-based nightmare magic. I mean, some of them do, but not like Marta. Anyway, because I'm just thinking about Thesia. It's like Thesia's kind of got psychic magic. Anyway,
Yeah.
she goes up ahead and returns back, and you, through this connection, get a basic idea of what Maggie has seen, which is that the fighting continues all around, but the Yuan-Ti are digging in up ahead. They're making for themselves a sort of base in the woods. They've cleared out an area, and their hunters are their position is secure enough that their hunters are going out and bringing lycanthrope bodies back to this base through the woods.
Oh.
That's what you get. You also get the sense from Maggie that while there are quite a number of enemies and a couple that are very strong up ahead.
Is this normal?
I'm
talking to Thesia. I'm like, is
Yeah.
this something that happens?
Thesia, from your knowledge of Yuan-Ti shenanigans, you've never seen a Yuan-Ti invasion. It doesn't happen. Your people are tribal. They keep to their own areas. They don't interact with each other very much, and just sort of hunt and kill things within the jungles. It sounds to you like they are constructing a new pit. And you know that the Yuan-Tis create these sort of Aztec-like pyramids that also go down. And at the bottom, they make sacrifices to Malar and soak themselves in blood and absorb and transform themselves.
Party time in the pit.
They're some of the most dangerous places in the world, the pits.
Yeah, not liking this.
Should we be worried this year? Can you get
Yes. The purebloods aren't really in favor if there are abominations. Their purebloods are looked down upon extremely. Yeah, I'm surprised I saw the pureblood hunting though earlier. Was the carriage there? Did Maggie say whether the carriage had been taken?
Maggie conveys to you that of the very few people, well, not few, of some people are being brought in alive, stragglers from the road included. So most people that are being brought in are lycanthropes. A couple of them are normal ass people, and Dylan's one of them.
Oh God.
Oh.
He's going to be sacrificed. We need to get in there somehow.
We're gonna have to go in, aren't we?
But are we going in with the intention to rescue everyone, or just to get Dylan?
Dylan. We'll die.
You can't rescue everyone.
No.
Okay.
We need to be diplomatic. We can't go in being like, "Let us in." We need some sort of bargaining.
Or we go in disguise. Try and do it stealthily and sneaky. I don't think we should.
Fence Cloud, you have fur.
I wasn't talking about myself going in, was
Maybe,
I?
Thesia, could you distract them somehow? And I don't know.
I mean, I have the medallion from what's his face who died. Not Coin, the other Yuan-Ti.
Oh, Olis.
Oh, yes. I have his. I can prestidigitation a couple more onto your clothes, so you look like you are worshippers. How long did it take for us to get here?
It's taken you a good hour to get this far.
We should have dragged his
Going
body
stealthy,
here.
I mean.
What, the werewolf? What, the werewolf? What, the werewolf? We should have dragged Coin's body here. Then you could have just gone in as if it was a... Let me check a spell.
We could play some music.
You play some music.
I could create the sound of some werewolves closer to this camp, see whether it would lure some of them away.
You guys can hear a couple of werewolf howls.
I could try and make that louder.
Or we could kill them.
You want to go fight another werewolf?
Well, we're pretty badass already. It's easier than a million Yuan-Tis. What do you think? I don't know.
Could you not message Dylan if we got close enough?
Got to be within 120 feet, but absolutely you can.
Feet. But even if we did, what would we say? I mean, he's trapped.
Well, just to let him know that we're here.
Just to reassure him.
Plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows what's going on. Because if we try either way, going in stealthy or guns blazing, he should know what's going on. And when it's time for him to run or come towards us, then he knows.
Good idea. Do I have to see him, or can I just? Will I just know?
You have to see him.
I have to see him. All right. Okay.
Good idea.
Should we find these werewolves?
What do you think, Thesia?
I don't think we should fight them. Because if we're going to need to fight Yuan-Ti, we're going to need
our strength.
Yeah.
Cloud, I apologize. You don't need to have line of sight. You just need to point towards the creature within 120 feet. Could be through solid.
Oh. Right, okay.
Yes, Thesia?
Do you have prestidigitation?
No.
Did this an arcane trickster?
Nope. Not on my spells.
Dylan has no magic.
No magic.
Dylan is a normal boy.
And then Theramin has thaumaturgy. Loud noises.
Yeah.
Or lights, colorful fire, lights. Trembling of the earth.
Could try and make a really loud werewolf noise, tremble the earth.
General question. With thaumaturgy, and you make a noise, can it be a mimic noise of something you've already heard?
It would. I'm going to look it up. I think what it is
just a noise.
It's just a noise, but that would be you trying to imitate the noise. Is what it would be. So it would be a performance check or deception check.
We've heard what Jen sounds like.
Your voice.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, no, it fully says on this that you can create an instantaneous sound such as the rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. So I'm going to say that, yeah, you can make it sound like whatever you want.
Make it sound like Jen.
I could, minor illusion, it's not, it needs to be 5 foot. I can't do that.
Can you choose
create a mass?
Sorry. Can you choose where the sound comes from?
Yeah.
Right, sick.
I could create a massive werewolf footprint.
I mean, if we did want to get in, I can illusion Malar's symbol on your guys' armor for up to an hour, and make us look bloody, more bloody than we already are. So we could look like we're friends of the others. Apart from that one we pissed off and she ran away.
I can set some shit on fire for good measure.
Shall we go with distraction get in?
I think distraction get in. If it doesn't work,
pretend we're allies.
Pretend we're allies. If we try and do it so they don't see us, let's try and not get too close. and I'm just before we do it, I'm gonna touch Theramin and cast resistance on him.
Cool. What does that give him?
So the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one of the saving throws of its choice.
Cool beans.
So you can add a 1d4 to a saving throw.
So if a bad guy uses a spell to make something bad happen to you and I ask you for a saving throw, you can add a d4 to whatever you roll to try to resist it.
Well, can I give Cloud protection from evil and good as well?
As I touch you, you use it.
I love all this wholesome touching.
And I'm just going to quietly get my pan flute out and give one inspiration to each.
This is
inspiration.
This is the first time in this campaign you have given bardic inspiration to anybody, so I just wanted to mark the occasion. I
gave it to myself, but that doesn't count.
No, you can't do that.
I did. I used my psychic legs, which unfortunately.
Oh yeah, that expends one of your inspiration.
So what does bardic inspiration do?
Very good question. You're inspired. I did write it down. A creature gains a 1d6 to be used for rolls, not attack or hit points. So basically, if you want to make a stealth check, you can then add a 1d6.
You can add it to damage rolls as well.
Yeah,
from Tasha's.
In Tasha's, you can add that
in the bard stuff.
Oh, I didn't read that.
Drawer? Did you put it in your drawer?
Very fun.
So what does protection from evil and good do? Let me have a look.
It is until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures
so
of
I
those
can't
types
be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much. I'm going to cast the resistance on you because it only lasts for a minute. So when we get closer, I'll cast it on you.
So what's the base second level bard feature?
For a bird. I can't find it. I don't know.
Because the Tasha's are alternate bard features. That's why I'm asking. So I'm more than happy to let that be something that you can do because that will allow them to use the bardic inspiration and add it to damage dealt with a spell, which is great.
Yeah. Or healing.
Yes, you can use it. There you go. Woo! I'm just trying to understand what it means.
No.
I don't know what it means.
Could you imagine ice knife, natural 20? Oh, I'm going to add 1d6 to damage.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And that's completely fine by me, which is why we're doing this.
So we can choose when we use it. It's not like the next thing that we do has 1d6.
No, it's you choose.
Sick!
So you can't use it to attack with. That's the only thing.
Don't add it to an attack roll. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I want to have my flock of familiars, please.
Yes, you take a full minute to cast Flock of Familiars. That takes a spell slot.
And they're gonna scout in different directions and kind of be the eyes and ears, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, so you've got your 3 pseudo dragons, which will fight with you and scout around.
Quickly, it says for resistance, you touch one willing creature. Yes. Would that also count for Maggie?
You mean does giving resistance to Theramin extend to his familiar?
No. If I was to touch Maggie and give her resistance, yeah, I'm gonna do that as well before she flies off because this is a cantrip for me. So
I want to keep Maggie relatively near us, like above us, and Norman and Quincy are gonna go off in different directions.
Yeah. Norman and Quincy. I love it. I love it. So yeah, they start scouting around. Could you give me 2 perception rolls for those 2 pseudo-dragons, please?
2 d20s.
Yep.
Oh, 19 and a 12.
Amazing, and they get a +3 to perception. So, which one has the better perception?
Let's give Quincy the better perception. Why not?
Norman goes around with a 15, and Quincy gets a 22. As they start to scout around, Quincy finds something of interest. Finds a little area over to your right by like 300 feet, where there are just a bunch of dead Yuan-Ti with arrows in them.
Oh. Is it guarded, or is it just?
They don't see anything else in that area. They just see that there are a bunch of Yuan-Ti with arrows in them in that area.
I wish I was Dex. I could raise one.
Yeah. When you gain a level, you will have the option of gaining that feat.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the new bit of reconnaissance information that you get from your flock familiars. But otherwise, yeah, you guys are powered up.
Cool. Shall I do is it a thunderclap or is it just a thaumaturgy? What is it?
Either or will do. Like thunderclap it just makes a very loud thunderous noise.
Oh well, no, I wanted to actually do the werewolf screech.
That will be thaumaturgy, and because they're cantrips, you can just kind of keep doing them over and over if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hell yeah. Let's, so are we ready, guys? Shall I set a fire somewhere and distract them in that sense as well? Kind of.
You can do. Do you want to message Dylan first?
Oh, are we close enough?
You have to get closer if you're going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will. Did you say there was like an entrance near the corpses, or is it just a pile of corpses?
They're digging in, so they're clearing out an area. There's no barrier to get in, but they've started like cutting down trees and things, and digging a pit.
Okay. I want to set a fire to something. I'll get one of the girls to do it, or dragons. That's what I mean.
Oh, I see. At your behest, Maggie starts a little fire. You can also use your phasers for this, if you would like, because you've described them as.
And then once I've done this, we need to quickly move and have it all be part of the same kind of move. So we're going to fire, thaumaturgy, and then whoosh.
Cool. This fire starts, and you've set it. You know that it's going to take and keep going. Are you guys moving?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah. You leave. You move that. You leave that fire and move on. Tell me. Give me all the stuff you're doing.
Creeping around, being snake-like. Moving around, being snake-like. Yeah, I'm just on the floor, like. Yes.
I think. Are we moving closer to the camp?
To where Dylan is.
Okay.
If you guys are moving closer and you haven't done your distraction-y stuff, I'll need another stealth roll.
Yeah, I'm just checking on how far minor illusion is. 30 feet.
Yeah.
So I can't do that yet.
I thought I had done my distraction thing.
Oh, you made the thaumaturgy and the stuff as well?
Don't forget we were doing the fire and then we were doing the werewolf house.
Sorry, I only got the fire bait. Yeah. Yeah, so you magically send out this massive howl like the ones you have heard before back in Astrofeld when Jen was coming for you. Yuan-Ti! And thunderclap, boom! Smoke starts to go up. You guys hear sort of an upcry, and you hear people start to move in these forests towards that location. When you go closer, give me stealth with advantage.
So 16.
16.
26.
26.
25.
Theramin, you feel really good about your stealth. You're like, yeah, this is. Wait, where did the other two go? Collectively, you guys pass this, and you make your way up to the edge of the tree line, and you can see what's going on here. One Yuan-Ti abomination is here. It's not Matt Cheshire, but it's one of the other ones. Could you go ahead and roll me a d6, Thesia?
Are the abominations the full snake people?
They look like giant snakes with arms, basically.
Okay. Medusa.
2.
2. With a 2, this is not one of the abominations. This is not the abomination that ran your home. But nevertheless, one of these giant Naga people who oversees everybody else. You can see that that's not the only issue. This abomination here is not the only issue. A lot of these hunters are moving and going out into the woods. Actually, I'm gonna roll pure luck, just pure luck. Yeah, that's better. The abomination goes off into the woods after this thing. The person that you have to deal with is Thesia, who a person you know is a priest known as a pit master. They act as sort of a slaver / ritual sacrificing servant of Molar. And basically they look kind of like a green-skinned humanoid, but one of their arms is kind of just like a bunch of tentacles, like a bunch of snake-like bits that kind of are whip-like.
Gross.
Yeah.
Really nasty. Really nasty. Yeah. Oh, and actually, while one side is far worse, these black tentacles going down, you can see that the other hand is also more flesh colored, but like starting by the elbow turns into these tentacles going down. They're bare chested, wearing this loincloth that covers there's sort of a long loincloth that goes down beyond their knees with some sort of like green coloration up their chest.
Oh, it must be a nightmare to brush your teeth.
I was gonna say, how'd you get anything done?
Yeah.
They slave and they kill and they sacrifice people. That's their role in society.
Okay.
As well as a couple of purebloods around. Yeah.
Can we see where Dylan and the others are being taken to?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna. Sorry, you go ahead. Are you about to say something?
What you say takes precedence. I was going to ask for one more check.
I was going to say I'm going to ask Dylan. I'm going to let him know, obviously, that we're here to save him, and if he can see anything useful that might help us from where he is.
Oh, Theramin, is that you in my head? That's very cool.
I really hope he's
Hi!
not speaking out loud.
It's all right, you can just think quietly.
Oh, right. No, I was thinking in my head. That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
That's good. Right. Okay. I'm very glad to hear your voice. You guys, it was good. You guys, went and were dealing with the thing, and then suddenly there were people, and they were moving the cart, and I thought it was you, and then it wasn't you.
Are you injured? Are you okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm really scared, guys. Honestly.
Look around you, Dylan. Is there? Oh, also, can I have these guys in can I link them in?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Dylan, where are you? What's your surroundings?
Oh, okay. So they've got, some people there was a big sound in the woods around me. Right. Okay. I'm focusing. I'm good. Okay. So there are some of these more human-looking people are digging a pit sort of in front of us. We're sort of over on one side. We're bound together. I'm bound together with.
When you say we, yeah, I was gonna. When you say we, how many prisoners are with you?
There are like 4 other people that I'm with.
Are they strong? Do you reckon they could fight with us?
2 of them are unconscious humans. I think they're from Salt's Watch. And the other 2 honestly look like they are trying to claw their way out of their bindings. I get the feeling these guys are lycanthropes. They could probably fight, but with us, I'm not so sure.
Well, let them know that if they help you, we're on the way, and we can collaborate.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. You hear dimly his thoughts echo what he's saying. He's like, "Gentlemen, greetings. I am in communication with some allies who might be able to set us free. If we were to do that, it would be my hope that you would not eat us." They say that they're good with that.
Okay. I think, to maybe prove it that we are coming to help you, we're going to do another. That big noise was us, and I'm going to do another one just before we move in, and that'll be your signal to know that we're coming.
Great. Okay. Are you guys going to be okay though? These guys look scary.
Well, we're going to try and be as stealthy as we can. We don't want to cause. We want to get in and out really without seeing anyone, but we will attack people if we have to.
Okay. Cool beans. Great.
Remain calm.
I feel like you asked me about my surroundings. I feel like the other thing I should just mention to you before you come in, are the bodies. They're setting them up sort of in circles, and they're sort of arranging the bodies in they're in a very particular way. Just thought I should let you know that that's something that's happening. Most people have left, so now's probably a good time to come in, though.
Okay. Thesia, do you know what that might mean?
Thesia, could you give me a religion check?
Religion.
I don't often ask for religion rolls, but religion is a thing.
Religion.
I've been thinking more and more. I should make use of religion as a check.
19.
Interesting.
My fighting's gonna be awful.
Yeah. You again, this is something you grew up like an acolyte, right? You grew up as a religious member of these communities. The religious rites exercised by your people are very much sort of a maintaining of a status quo most of the time. But the history of the Yuan-Ti, is that the most worthy were the people who brought down the most enemies, that hunted the most enemies. And those people became abominations, and then below them malazans and pitmasters and nightmare speakers and things like that. And the more the legends go, the more the people were bathed in blood, the stronger their transformation made them, and then their descendants kept their transformation. This is obviously a very big ritual that's being that nobody's tried one of these in probably hundreds of years. You've never heard of anything except like the original Yuan-Ti rituals doing anything. So there are no sort of legends. It's all sort of myth of the origins of your people. But this feels like somebody's trying to do a big old ritual, big old snake sacrifice ritual.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Now that I've communicated with Dylan, do I have to communicate with him to speak to him again, or can he let me know if something's happening?
Oh, I'm going to say that you can keep the link open. Sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to say, because it's like a helm of telepathy and not the message cantrip itself, I'm going to say, yeah, you can keep a link open for sure.
Okay, cool. So Dylan, just to let you know, I'm here if you need me. Let me know if you notice anything that might be helpful to us. And okay, all right, calm down. All right. Pull yourself together, Dylan.
Oh, wow.
I'm really scared.
All right, I might just turn you off for a little bit.
Okay.
So is the plan guns blazing? What are we doing?
I think we try and see if we can get in sneakily, or in disguise with our Malar patches and Thesia.
I think we need to sneak in, rescue Dylan, burn the bodies, maybe put them in the pit. That's grave. I don't know.
Yeah. What about the? Is it lycanthropes with?
Yeah, there are two.
If we can get them free, they said they'd help. And if not, I have silver bolts. I do have a scythe.
What's the order of operations, guys?
Loud noise.
That's the signal. Yeah, that is the signal. And then,
how weird is it though for a tabaxi? I don't know whether I should stay in the forest line a little bit.
Well,
they're not going to believe I'm. They're look at me.
I'm a tiefling. I'm a sworn enemy, aren't I? Was that wrong?
This is the first time you guys are bringing this up, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very wrong.
But I could pretend that I've swapped sides.
Converted. They're going to be so suspicious. Maybe you stay back. Theramin, I need your cover with some phasers. Yes. I can try and sneak in and try and the purebloods that were just walking around, are they near Dylan and the others?
There's one pureblood keeping an eye on Dylan and the others. There are a couple of guards sort of over near where the thing said. I'm gonna say there are 4 purebloods here in total, and then the pitmaster.
Okay. What I'm thinking is trying to lead some of these purebloods away by using my minor illusion to create like cantrip footsteps leading away. It's cantrip, I can just keep doing it.
Well, so like someone's escaped.
escaped, or they know how many they've got, but I don't know. It might just distract them enough.
Hmm.
And if not, I just ice knife them. I mean, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to skirt round, so I'm closer to where the prisoners are, but still in the forest line.
Footsteps should go towards where I make the sound go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Minor illusion goes off. Thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. These people, their heads go on a swivel. Yeah. The pit master gets up and starts coming towards your location. Theramin, barking orders back at the other purebloods to stay.
I thought you wait. Did we do that next to us, or
to wherever the location of the thaumaturgy is?
Oh, I thought you meant towards Theramin. I was like, no, the other way. Okay. Yeah, and I'll create sort of like footprints, but because I can only do 1 foot, 1 5-foot square, basically, I'm gonna do it as if it's walking.
Yeah.
Like one, and then one, and then one.
This guy's gonna make a little perception roll. Sees the footsteps, hears the sound. Barks and orders at the purebloods. Two more of the purebloods go and stand near the prisoners.
Okay.
And start checking their bindings and adding more ropes while he disappears into the tree line.
Okay, so we've got 4 purebloods to deal with. I'm going to wander in.
The one that's not by the other guys stops you and goes, "What's news from out in the woods?"
Death. Lots of death. The werewolves are losing. I'd like to prestidigitation, well, as I was walking in. Obviously I can't do it massively big. Couple of wolf paws to like hang like on my hip, because I can only make something the size of my hands. And I can make an item, so like I can throw paws, so I've got 3 of them because I can have 3 things.
Yeah 100%.
So it's like trophy, so it looks like I've been fighting.
Yeah, great. Yeah, 100%. And what of Zhen? What I heard him nearby just a second ago.
The others are dealing with it very well. It looks like it's going to be a good night for us.
Yes, that it is.
Can I see the prisoners? See how many we've got? I'm a bit peckish.
You know we need some fresh blood for tonight.
Oh, hush now. He's going to tell there's more people on the road.
Face goes stern. The pitmaster and the abominations will be most displeased if you touch them, sister. I am not willing to have my head roll for your appetite.
See them? Then let me look at them.
Right this way. Just for you to go first.
I'm kind of sneakily following behind as much in the shadows as I can, behind Thesia.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I want to be in sight, have them in line of sight.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you've got them in line of sight for sure. Thesia, you are led. And you can just see this person's got a hand on a sword behind you. Led over to the prisoners. There's Dylan, a couple of humans. One of them's got like a torn uniform. The other one looks like a merchant. who are both sort of like look like they had their heads knocked together. And then a couple of humanoids with yellow eyes and bruises. And you can see that in the rope that ties around them, there's just one thread of silver. Sisters, the other purebloods, look around. It's like, this one's fresh from the hunt. She says that it's going well out there. Careful though, she's got an appetite.
Shimmy away. Just kind of look over. How many are behind me now?
One of them circled
Just
around,
the one.
so
Okay.
there are two behind you now and two in front.
Okay.
Can I do another? Can I do thaumaturgy as a Yuan-Ti and ask for? Can it scream for help or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Brilliant. Could you just give me a persuasion check?
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget you've still got resistance. Oh no, that's saving throws. Ignore that.
Yeah, saving throws.
I rolled a 12. Do I add anything to that?
You had your persuasion.
Sorry.
Which is
Okay.
charisma.
Yeah.
Oh. So 17 plus 5 persuasion.
Brilliant.
It's not bad.
These I'm gonna need Thesia to roll deception. Because he's I'm gonna need you to roll deception. Okay.
Natural 20 plus 5, please, is 25.
Glorious. These Yuan-Ti look around, hear the cry for help, and fully go, what do we do? We were told to wait here, but better to save these prisoners. We can't stay in this location. Sister, join us. We're going to move them. They've decided to take the prisoners and run into the woods away from these sounds.
Oh, okay.
All of them?
Yeah, all of
All
them
the
together,
prisoners?
and all the purebloods.
So 4 purebloods.
Minor illusion, it says you create a sound. Can I make that a voice, or does it have to specifically be a sound?
It can be a voice.
I just want because I heard the voice of the it was the abomination. The pit master.
Yeah.
Can I make the sound of the pit master saying, just shouting stay, coming from the forest?
Every pureblood draws their weapons. 2 of them have bows, 2 of them have swords. And they form a circle around these prisoners, look out fearfully. They're staying where they are.
Good.
From the tree line cloud, you can hear figures starting to come towards the pits again.
Towards the pits.
Yeah. Your distraction is a good distraction, but it would only last so long.
Yeah. We need to go.
Yep.
What to do?
Grab. Not even that, so I'm just like,
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, there's something I want to try, but I don't know what it does, so I don't.
Oh, interesting.
Don't
I
really
mean,
know what to do.
might as well give it a go.
Might as well, but
Give me a sec.
transmutation magic.
Yes.
What is that?
Turning things into other things.
Oh my god, I have the horseshoe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, bag of holding has some bits in it.
You have one magical horseshoe.
And I've got the other 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the water.
I've got the water, I've got a folded piece of paper, and I've got blank, just a piece of wood.
A piece of wood, yeah.
So I'm thinking about throwing a horseshoe in and saying one of the words and hoping it does something.
You got to make a choice soon. These people are coming back. Like all of the bad guys that you managed to, Malazans, Purebloods, Pitmaster, Abomination. These guys are coming back.
Are there people around by the bodies still?
No, so you can see around this pit is starting to be dug. It's sort of 10 feet deep now, so it's still got a long ways to go before it's ready. But it's still the afternoon, like it's still midday.
I want to get my dragons to set the bodies on fire, or at least some of them.
Yeah, and you can see that these bodies have started to be laid out around this pit, and their limbs sort of splayed in different positions. You absolutely can get your dragons to start setting things on fire.
I think if there's not many people there, then I would love them to do that, as long as they won't be in any kind of...
While you're doing that...
If we brought them away from the bodies, I'd like to set them on fire, yeah.
We're getting to the point where time really matters, so I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative, please. We're going to do things in rounds, in terms of combat rounds.
It's plus dex, isn't it? Sorry.
It's plus dex.
Thank you. So I've got 14.
14 for Cloud.
15. I know what I'm going to do.
I've got 16 altogether.
16.
I forgot I have mage hand.
15. Thesia. Okay. Theramin, you are because you 3 are so close in initiative, you guys can actually choose what order you want to do things in between you. So that's called like delaying your turn. So Theramin, you can choose to do the thing with your dragons now or wait and see what Cloud does before you do your turn. It's your choice.
Depends how much water there is. But well, let's just I'll send them off now. Whatever. I mean, yeah.
Cool. Dragons go and start burning corpses. Thesia, that's you.
I'm gonna try and cast sleep.
Absolutely.
It's not gonna work.
Brilliant.
It worked last time.
Give me 1 sec. Go ahead and do the spell. Is there anything I need to roll?
No. So I roll 5d8, and this is the total of how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. So I'd like to try and affect at least one of the Yuan-Ti. So I'm pointing to their little group.
Yep.
And just whispering, and then I'm gonna roll d8.
Oh, sorry. Just noticed that my hit points are not at max. Is that from last?
That will be from the damage you took from getting hit with an arrow. You have not.
And then I gave you some healies.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I do not have shatter.
Yeah, you guys are starting to look low on stuff.
So I've rolled a total of 33. Would that put anyone there asleep?
33, I am afraid,
does
fails to put even one pureblood to sleep. They have quite a sink of hit points, these guys. So you cast sleep. but because it does not work, and because of your natural 20 deception, these guys look at you, try to cast a spell, and think that you're trying to cast something helpful. So your cover is not yet blown. Anything else for your turn?
I'm going to release the bag of snakes.
You unleash the
I mean, they've got
swarm
animal friendships, but I'm hoping that, you know.
snakes. Glorious. You unleash the thing of snakes, and they all go, yes, snakes will help us. Excellent idea, sister. Get those snakes to go and kill those dragons those pseudo dragons that are burning our ritual corpses. They're making them unusable. Glorious. Next is Cloud in this initiative order.
Okay. Movement, I'm going to go up a tree.
Yeah.
With my claws. I'm going to use Mage Hand to try and undo the ropes that are, because it's invisible.
Yeah, you're using a Mage Hand. They put extra ropes on because of this thing.
I know.
So what I'm going to need is a DC 20 sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Yep.
Luckily, that's a +7.
So you need a 13 or higher.
19 plus 7.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Give me one sec. I'm just finding a bookmark for the swarm of poisonous snakes to join the initiative order on Thesia's turn. And Theramin's got his familiars. Brilliant. Dylan looks gives it away a little bit. The werewolves leap towards these pure bloods. They are injured. I'm going to roll initiative for them, see where they go in the initiative. Okay.
And then can I cast another cantrip?
Yeah.
I'd like to cast Frostbite on the one that's closest to Thesia.
What is that?
Sorry, which spell?
Frostbite.
Frostbite. Go ahead. What do I need to do?
You need to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 of cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes until the end of its next turn.
Eep. Con save.
One. Is it rogue or is it?
Oh boy.
Don't forget your inspiration.
That's a 9.
That fails. Even as a druid, it's an 11. So
yeah.
I'm using bardic inspiration to add 1d6 to the damage.
2d6 of damage coming up.
2d6. 12 points of damage.
You maxed out your damage. Gee.
It's not ice knife, it's still cold. Yeah, but it's cold. I know.
One of these pure bloods. Frost creeps over their body. The prisoners! One of these werewolves goes immediately after Cloud. Here we go. 2 attacks. As they transform into their werewolf self, one of those is gonna hit, and it's gonna be the bite attack. 1d8.
Where tabaxi?
It's
not me.
Not on you.
Not me.
7.
Where Yuan-Ti?
Piercing damage to the one you hit. They make a con save and fail and become infected with lycanthropy.
Woohoo!
Woo! Okay,
I see the rapier dropped on their face.
That's that
I
werewolf.
don't have a rapier anymore.
Next is going to be one of these other pure bloods. 1, 2, 3, 4. That pure blood is going to turn around to make an attack on the werewolf. I'm going to resolve this sort of while other things are going on. In the order that it happens, actually, all 4 of these pure bloods go next. So the 2 with bows are going to attack with disadvantage with their attacks. So let's just...
Are they attacking the werewolves?
Yep.
Yep.
So that's going to be...
I'm just so worried about Dylan at the moment. I'm like, get Dylan out.
50. So... Okay, that's going to hit. That's going to miss. The other one's going to hit. So that's 3 hits. And then the other 2 are making attacks with their swords.
One has disadvantage.
Right,
yeah.
One, the one who has disadvantage, I'm going to say, is this one. Is going to miss. The other one hits. So, gets one attack in that that hits and one that misses, and then the last one gets in one attack that hits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits on these werewolves. Let's roll some damage. They get 1d6 plus 1. Okay. 1d6 plus 1 times 3.
That damage would have been more. No one, ignore me.
No, I don't think it would. So
no, I was thinking something else.
Fine. That's 11 points of damage to one of these werewolves who goes down. So they were going to have that. So they're going to have, we're going to say the remaining hit points were one of them looks very bad, very close to death. And then the other one gets 2 hits in, which are going to be 5, 8, and then... Sorry, guys. I know this is a lot of me just doing my thing.
That's right. Gives us time to think about what we're going to do.
The other werewolf dies.
Fighting yourself.
The other werewolf fully dies.
No.
As it gets hit with these arrows. These guys were injured anyway, and the poison seeps through its system. So one of them is still up, but not looking great. The other one is done, and more enemies are on their way. Theramin and your familiars, that's you.
How heavy is Dylan?
Pick me up like a baby. Dylan is not. He's the weight of a 10-year-old child.
All right, I want to call my my dragons back from setting bodies on fire, and ready Thesia to maybe chuck Dylan in the air to be caught by 3 dragons. Potentially.
This is amazing. Your dragons ready their actions to catch Dylan in midair. You still have your full turn.
And so I'm saying, Thesia, get ready to release the Dylan into the air. And they're going to put him somewhere safe.
This is ridiculous.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is great. Normal physics. 3 cats that can fly, essentially carrying a 10-year-old child through the air. Good Lord.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna distract whilst that's like happening. Before that happens, so that they're looking the other way. Gonna do a werewolf noise this time again.
Cool. So I'm gonna say if you're distracting, then that's gonna be your turn doing that, and the message and like coordinating all of this stuff.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
More distraction. They look around again. It's like the prisoners are free. There's stuff going on in their dragons. They are, they're doing their work, but yeah. Cool beans. After Theramin and you guys, it's this werewolf again. It's looking real badly injured, but it's still gonna make some attacks. Oh boy, that's gonna do some damage. Is what that's gonna do. Because that is a hit and a natural 20.
Woohoo!
From this werewolf as its last ditch effort to do some stuff. Its claw attack deal 2d4 plus a thing. So that's going to be 6 slashing damage to the one that's already lycanthroped up, and then let's see if we can kill this one. He doubles his damage output on his bite, so it's 10 plus a d8 of damage plus 1. There was a good chance that he could finish it off, but that one is still up. Alrighty. That's the werewolf. The werewolf has done some work. Thesia and your swarm of poisonous snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the poison's not going to help me in this situation, but here we go. I am running in to grab Dylan. Snakes just follow me in the grass.
You grab him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to throw him, aren't I?
Give me athletics.
It's like holding him like, hi.
Thesia, you came for me.
Oh God, it is like having a child, isn't it? It's natural 20 plus 1.
He gets
I'm not
yeeted.
strong. I'm not strong at all either. So I'm just like,
Callum, for your 3 pseudo dragons, can you give me 3 athletics rolls?
they dropped him. Sorry, God.
So what do I do? What?
Roll d20, please.
Roll a d20 3 times.
16.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
9.
16, 4, 9. This is going to be with advantage because of her nat 20. Go ahead and roll those 3 again.
7. 10. 18.
18. Okay. Okay. Your pseudo dragons get a -2 to their strength. Okay. So the final scores are a 14, an 8, and a 16. So what I'm going to say is it's not pretty, but it's not pretty, and they're not moving fast. Your pseudo dragons are wings like bats, moving like hummingbird wings, trying to keep Dylan afloat. And they've sort of caught him really awkwardly. So they've got like one of them's got a real good grip, on the back of his shirt. The other ones have got like an arm and a leg, start very slowly making their way through the air, laboriously dragging him away. Go ahead.
I want to see if they can, like, obviously, Cloud, you're in a tree, aren't you? I think if they can get him to Cloud, that would be the best thing, I think.
Oh my God.
Trying to make him go too far.
Towards this tree. They're moving at half speed, so that's 20 feet of movement. towards this tree. They take a dash. That's gonna be 40 feet of movement towards this tree. As these purebloods fully just and just with their mouths sort of hanging open in the middle of this fight. Never seen one of their own chuck a man into the air to be carried away by pseudo dragon. This moment, I'm going to remember this and treasure this moment of D&D for the rest of my life.
I love it.
Glorious. Okay.
Oh, poor Dylan.
Thesia, that's your action. Would you like to use your bonus action?
Can I use for snakes?
Yeah, the snakes go on your turn, so you can just command your swarm to do something if you'd like.
Actually, how many snakes do I have?
So this counts as one creature called the Swarm of Poisonous Snakes.
Okay.
Which represents all of the snakes in your bag. And as they lose hit points, you'll lose snakes. Is the way that works.
Okay, that's fine. Was the one that's had frostbite, was that dead?
Almost on death's door.
Okay, so I think as I've chucked Dylan, I'd like the snakes just to rush and start biting their way up this Yuan-Ti.
Great. Roll me an attack and add 6 to what you get.
18 plus 6. So that's
Glorious, could you roll me 2d6, please?
4. 6, that's 10.
How do your snakes finish this Yuan-Ti?
Oh my god.
I kind of want them just to start, it's going to be a bit gross, but they just start biting their way up the legs, up the arms, into the face. Oh. And I really hope this is the one that was oh, this one's got an appetite. I just want the snakes just start eating her.
Yeah.
Last thing they do is just start eating at her.
This werewolf that got its attacks on that one sort of backs away, sort of what the hell is happening? Didn't realize that you were not one of these people that it was fighting. Saw you just, and when you threw Dylan, it was a sight to behold. You got up, grabbed him by the front of his shirt, and full lifting with the knees, really good shot put form, just pushed him into the sky, and then point, and these snakes kill the person that was fighting. The other 3 look around and see you for the threat that you are. After they've looked and seen this crazy thing happen, look down and realize that you're not a good one.
No.
Absolutely glorious. Thesia, first kill with the bag of snakes. Brilliant. Who wants to roll the luck check? I can, but if anybody else wants to see if they're lucky.
I'm not very lucky.
I think I might be using the end of my luck. No? What do I need? Yeah, what am I rolling?
Okay. You want an 11 or higher on a d20 check. Just a straight roll.
16.
Okay. Nothing happens. You can still hear people coming towards you from the woods, but you are still okay for the moment. Cloud, that's your turn.
Are all the Yuan-Ti together within 5 foot of each other?
2 of them are within 5 feet, and one of them is 10 feet away from the others.
Okay. So I'm gonna ice knife one of the 2 that are within 5 feet. So what do I need to do? On a hit.
Roll an attack.
Roll an attack. I need to see what my attack bonus is. This is a druid.
So you're using your wisdom plus proficiency.
Natural 20.
Oh God, not again!
Nice, nice. That'll be a
This spell
23.
loves you. Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Any cold damage just loves me.
Oh, yeah, you're leaning into the frostiness. I love it.
I know, it's brilliant.
Uh,
So the other one needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
that's a 4.
Okay, I need to find a D10, which is that one.
Mhm.
So the one I hit with the actual knife takes 9 points of damage,
Great.
and the other one takes 2d6. So the other one takes 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Fantastic. This attack comes out of the tree line. These guys are freaking out right now. They're just in fight or flight, and it's just fight at the moment. It's just like, just gotta kill things.
Last spell slot, guys.
Brilliant. That was your
Oh
last.
no, that was a natural 20, wasn't it? That was doubled. It should have been doubled.
Roll.
So let me do the D10 one again. That's an extra 7 points of damage.
Well, here's the thing, is that the way that I do crits is a little bit different, if you remember. So if you rolled the dice, now just what is the maximum damage that you could do on a normal hit, and add that.
A 10 for the one that I hit with the knife.
Yep.
And a 12 for the one that got a shard to the face.
I
forgot you do it like that.
Because it feels better, right, to do a lot of damage on a critical hit. It happens so rarely, normally. Glorious. Instantly, two of these guys, shards go into the other one. They go from looking unhurt to bloodied. Glorious damage output. Anything else from you for your turn?
So that was action, movement. No.
The target and
action.
each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So the one you hit also had to make the save. I did not roll that.
Oh, really?
Yep. Makes sense if it's exploring out of them.
Well, true.
Okay, they do make their saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't take any damage from that.
Nothing changes then.
Right. The one that got hit with the knife.
Yeah.
I want to toll the dead.
Done. Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
15.
Passes.
Okay. The two that you hit are going to take their turns. One of them's got a bow. They're going to take an attack of risk an attack of opportunity to move away from Thesia. So do you use your reaction to do that?
Yes, please. Got to my hand axe.
Go ahead, roll your attack. As they try to make a way away from you.
1d6. It's been so long since I actually used a weapon. I've got the attack bonus of +2. Do I add that to hit or to damage?
Attack bonuses to the hit.
Okay. So I got 15 to hit.
That's going to do it. These guys have got low armor class.
And that is max damage of a 6. Slashing damage.
Brilliant. They get slashed, but now they're making their attacks without disadvantage on you. That one's going to make 2 attacks with their bow. Gee whiz. You're immune to poison damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's good because that's going to be a 17 and a natural 20. So we got to do this the same way we do it for you guys. Also has to work against you, right? So the shot, the normal shot's going to be 5 piercing damage, and then the other one's going to be 10. So that's a total of 15 piercing damage on Thesia.
Oh.
So I'm just working out because I did take slight damage last session.
Yes, you did. How you looking there?
Oh, I've got 7 healthy hit points.
Brilliant, because the other one's going to make a couple attacks at you with a sword. Actually, yeah, no, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Okay, one of those is an 8. The other is a 17. So 1 hit on.
1 hits.
This is a D6 plus 1.
It could
so if
put
they
me
roll
down.
max damage, you're down. Otherwise, you're up. That's a 5 on the die, so you take 6 points of slashing damage. Back up at the top of the initiative, the last pureblood who has taken no damage is going to go after the werewolf. Disadvantage with their bow, still hit. Yeah, this werewolf executed from short range with a bow. Turns around and makes a shot with disadvantage at you, Thesia. With disadvantage, that's a 5 to hit.
Does not hit me.
Okay. Theramin, that is your turn.
Whose turn?
Yours, Theramin.
Okay. Frickin' hell, that all kicked off. So which Yuan-Ti is the left? There's 2 that Cloud hit, and then there's the one that hasn't taken any damage, right?
That's correct.
He's getting an Eldritch Blast to the dick. Possible.
Brilliant. Yeah, go ahead and roll the
17.
17 hits.
Cool. And then D10
plus 4.
Where's my dice going again? D10 6. And then plus 4, so 10.
10 points of damage to the one that's taken no damage, so starting to look a little hurt.
Do I have another thing to do?
Yeah, you still got a bonus action, so you can Eldritch Blast again or Toll the Dead, whatever you like.
I'd quite like to do a Chilled Touch.
Oh, Chill Touch. Ooh. Which saving throw is Chill Touch?
So it is 1d8 necrotic damage. Wait, hold on.
No, you make a ranged spell attack against the creature.
Oh, go ahead and roll an attack then.
Thank you very much for that. That's it. D20. 17 again.
Brilliant. And then roll that damage.
Come on, mother liquor. 8.
Wow. Yeah, you guys, you're doing the damage. You can see Norman, Quincy, and Maggie, the pseudo dragons. One more turn, and they will have Dylan in in the tree as they furiously drag him through the air. One of them loses their grip. And he sort of like swings down, and then they kind of like grab the same limb on the way up on the other side. He's like, thank you for saving me. This is really scary. Cool beans.
How's Thesia? She got one more hit. How many hit points do you have left, Thesia?
It's Thesia's turn.
I thought so, yeah.
Thesia, you and your swarm can go now, and you're at 1 hit point.
Get out of there.
I'm running away. Full movement back into the tree line.
Disengage?
You have to. We've got, ish.
Can I try to distract so I can get away? Use prestidigitation.
Are
Or
you
are they not
asking
going
me
to
if
fall
you
for
can
that?
use a bonus action instead of your main action? To try to get no, these guys are intent on killing you. You have to use it.
Okay, fair.
Disengage if you want to get away.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disengage and run.
No choice.
If you don't disengage, only 2 of them are going to get attacks on you. 1 of them is going to be with disadvantage.
Yeah, still can't risk it. I'm gonna have to disengage and run.
Cool. What's your movement speed?
30.
30. Okay, you run 30 feet. You still have a bonus action.
Cool beans. I don't think I can't attack. I don't have that. Don't think I've got any.
Can you?
Lay on hands as a paladin. I know it's an
Yes.
action, so I can't use it now.
Mm.
Can I lay on hands myself?
Yes. Yes, you can.
It's an action, so I can't use it as a bonus action, can I?
No.
No, that's fine. So, am I in the tree line with 30 foot of movement?
Retcon. Dylan makes it to the tree. You are halfway to the tree line.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Cloud, these pseudo dragons heave Dylan into the tree with you. And are free of their load. You go, "Hi, Cloud. We've been looking for you. We were really worried about you, and you went off on your own. And we're the Mockeries, and we're here to help you."
Right. We've got a situation. Let's deal with this first.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and scoot him behind me on the branch, and I'll be in front because I just want to kind of protect him a little bit.
Brilliant. And Thesia, yeah, you are halfway to the trees.
Okay.
Cloud, you made the luck roll last time.
Washing my hands a bit. I'm not doing it again.
Cool. Let's make this fair. Evens is Callum and odds is Daisy. Callum, could you roll me a d20 and tell me what you get just on the die? You want
15?
You want a 15 or higher. Yeah. Good.
Really? Is that
Good on.
We're good. We're lucking out here.
You are getting very lucky indeed. You can hear enemies are getting close. They are almost in the pits now. Not quite yet. Almost on you. I can't believe that. All right, cool. Brilliant. Good stuff. Cloud, that's your turn.
I want to toll the dead on both of them that look like they're about to go for Thesia.
Yeah.
So the 2 that I hit with the ice knife.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wisdom save, please.
These guys not so wise. One of them is a 13, the other a 14.
They both passed.
Aha. I see.
Okay. So that's my action, my bonus action.
Yep. Still got movement.
I want to try and get down the tree with Dylan.
Cool. If you use your feline agility,
yeah,
it'll count as difficult terrain, but then your movement's doubled. So you get halfway down the tree with Dylan.
Cool.
And then next turn, if you dash, you're down the tree.
Yeah. I'd like to get him on my back and wrap my tail around him to secure him almost.
Brilliant. Good stuff. Seeing spells come from Theramin. Where are you in relation to Cloud?
Well, I was in between
yeah.
Thesia and I was behind Thesia, wasn't I? So I'm quite far away from Cloud.
Cool. So you're sort of in the opposite direction of these guys.
There's bad guys in between us.
Cool stuff. Okay, here we go. 2 of these guys have bows, and one of them has a sword.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The one with the sword runs after Thesia and makes 2 attacks. One of those is an unnatural 20.
Oh, no.
And deals 5 points of slashing damage to Thesia.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
The other 2 are going to turn around and make 2 attacks at Theramin's location. When one of them hits, that's when they'll know where you are. They'll make disadvantaged attacks because they couldn't see you before. They just know that attacks are coming from your location. 1 is a miss. Second one's a miss. Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah, I'm 14.
Okay. And then the last roll is an 18 to hit. So that's 2 hits on Theramin. Okay, so you're going to take 4 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage. So
okay.
What was your hit point total?
Damage.
13 in total. Okay,
Well,
so now you're at 5 hit points. You're still up. You feel these arrows bite into your flesh. And you see Thesia go down. Okay. Those are the purebloods' turns. And Theramin, that's you. And your familiars can get back up in the fray. They can make it to the one who hit Thesia.
Yeah. And that's what I want to do. I want them all to attack him with the poison thing. Is it poison?
Sting.
I can't actually remember how they attack. I'm not
That's
sure.
okay. Roll 3d20 and add
3d20.
4 to each one.
Okay. Where's my dice gone? Oh, we've got so many tabs open. There you go. So, a 5, a 20, and a 7. So one of them hits, I guess.
You're adding.
Oh, but plus, what was it?
Yeah, plus 4.
Okay, so one of them was 24. One
of them was a 9 and the other's 11. So you actually get the natural 20 and another 1 hits. 11 is their armor class.
Yeah, sweet.
So if you'd be so kind as to roll a d4 for me for the normal hit.
3. It's pretty good.
Yeah, 3 plus 2, so 5 damage. And then on a nat 20, it's going to be 6 plus a d4. So roll another d4 for me, please.
2.
2. This one that took down Thesia gets swarmed by pseudo-dragons, looks on death's door. Still up, but little gouts of flame and stinging strikes on it. Oh god, the karma's so instant. And then there's you.
So I still get my action. So I'm gonna obviously Eldritch blast the 2 bowed ones, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll some attacks.
I will. 9.
9 plus.
Oh, plus what was it?
6.
Plus 6.
Yeah. So 15's gonna hit for sure.
And then a 1. So.
So yeah, that one's not gonna do it. Roll your damage.
7 plus 4. Yeah, plus 4.
So 11 points of damage on one of these guys. Shoots an arrow into you. flames. Cool beans. Do you want to use your movement?
Yes, I would like to move back a little bit.
Yeah. Back, so still away from your allies?
Kind of. Oh God. If I edge towards the tree line, is that still further away from the bad guys?
So the way that it's kind of set up right now, we've got Cloud and Dylan up in a tree. We've got Yuan-Ti's and Thesia, and then we've got you.
Okay, I'm going to move towards Thesia, but like along,
like this way.
That way, yeah.
Cool beans. So you're staying the same distance away from the purebloods, but you're moving towards your allies.
Yeah.
Glorious. That's great. That's great. Thesia.
I'm gonna die.
Thesia, I'm gonna need one of them
saving rolls.
Death saving throws. Be so kind. First death save, natural 20, you're back up.
Come on.
Joey. Please die.
Sorry?
20 plus.
No, you didn't just do that. No.
Osmosis is on my side.
This is the second time you've done this in this campaign.
No, you need to do the first time round. I had to succeed.
The fact that anybody's done it at all is crazy.
Damn. I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
You are up with 1 hit point, and you have your entire turn and your snakes.
It's because you didn't do the luck throw. You saved it up.
I saved it.
That is crazy. Wow.
What am I going to do with this whole round? So eat your skin. No, I can't.
You can't.
No, eating, it takes an hour.
No, a minute.
A minute, so it's just 10 rounds, so I can't
10
eat my
rounds
skin
to do
then.
it. You can sit and start.
No, I will eat my skin on the way into town. No, I will lay on hands myself for 5.
So 5 hit points back.
So I get 6 in total.
Welcome to the club.
Boy.
I've got 5.
Still on max. I'm all right.
Cloud stays away from the fight and is okay. So far, when Theramin stayed out of the melee fight, he was okay as well. Interesting, man.
So my action was to heal myself. I'm gonna peg it again. 30-foot movement into the tree line.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this guy's preoccupied with pseudo dragons. So you make it to the tree line. You've got some cover, which is the important thing.
And the snakes. I'm gonna use the snakes again.
Yeah, just on the guy who downed you. Go ahead and roll an attack, and add 6 to whatever you get.
16 plus 6.
Oh God, yeah. You can roll damage if you want, but this is pretty much
KO.
This is pretty much KO. Go ahead and just roll 2d6 because it's technically possible that you don't finish them off.
5.
Yeah,
6.
Yeah, incredible. More food for the snakes.
Yes.
They are getting well fed. This is the second guy that they have downed. All of the casualties on your enemy side have been from the snakes.
Snakes.
Brilliant. And pseudo dragons and poisonous snakes swarm this person. They scream futilely into the void and die.
What a way to go.
Thesia, it's your turn for the luck check. And unfortunately, it gets harder every time. You need a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Or something very bad will happen.
Oh, fuck.
used my natural 20.
I know. You got to do it again.
Oh,
But I mean, we're all in the tree line. Or out of sight.
Theramin is
Yeah,
technically
he's not.
No, I'm out in the.
And he can't die, otherwise I die. Kaboot.
Yep.
Oh, I've gone all sweaty. I don't like it. Do I add anything to this luck, or is it just straight
Nope.
up?
It's just the die.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. It's 20. Just these should go like that. To the trees.
Oh my god.
Not
God,
today,
yeah.
Satan. Not. I like this dice. This is my friend. It's going to get a little bag of its own, I think.
On a natural 20, the guys coming out of the woods still have not arrived.
Oh,
Absolutely crazy, bonkers rolls.
it's a Christmas miracle. It's fine.
Christmas miracle. There are 2 purebloods with bows left. Cloud, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to use my movement to carry on getting down the tree.
Yep, you can reach the bottom.
I'm not going to dash though. I'm going to use
so you're
both my
close.
action. I'm going to use my action and my bonus action to try and toll the dead on both of these again.
Great. They're going to make their rolls. You're 20 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
One of them gets an 11 and the other one gets a 12.
Both fail.
Ah!
So they're hurt, so it's a D12.
Yep.
Trying to find my D12. That one? Triangular. That one. So I'll just roll 2.
Yeah. So
One's an 11 and one's a 9.
okay. The 11 hits the one that's looking a little healthier and he looks messed up. The other one, describe how it kills this pure blood.
I just want it to start holding its head and just blood coming out of its eyes, its ears, its nose, and then just collapses.
Brilliant. Even as it goes to load up another shot at Theramin, who's running to join you.
Yeah. Yep.
Horrifyingly bad. Brilliant. Cloud, that is your turn. There is 1 pure blood left. They're going to do their best, okay? First shot is after Thesia. Thesia, you get a +2 to your AC for this. What's your armor class?
15.
15.
So it's 17.
17. Okay. This guy needs to roll a 14 or higher to hit you. That's a natural 1.
Just surrounded by this luck, or like, oh my god.
I'm going to say that what you've been doing is so crazy. I'm actually going to I'm going to do a little, we're going to have a little moment. Thesia, you make it to the tree line. Time slows down for you. And you can see easily in slow motion this arrow come, and you can just duck your head to the side. You hear the voice of Asmodeus in your mind. The same sort of very normal, very lovely voice to listen to. And you time is slowed to a standstill. You have time to talk. He says to you, I felt you were getting close to joining the 9 Hells, and I thought to myself, that doesn't seem right. It feels like you've got more to do. I was thinking about the the request you made about wanting sort of the abilities that the Cabal have, and I was thinking to myself, well, I can't do what they do, but I can do something else. I can give you some benefit to being a paladin of me. How's that sounding so far?
She's like all bloodied, like really tired, like up against this tree, like, that sounds perfect right now.
Great. So this ability is I have meta knowledge as Asmodeus. This ability is called the Devil's Luck. And one time per day, you, when an attack hits you or you fail a saving throw, you can choose for that attack to miss or for you to have succeeded on the saving throw. And that's for free. That's not even contract driven. I just wanted to give that to you. Come and see me for more good treats. I'm cooking up all kinds of good stuff. We'll renegotiate your contract, get you another level of paladin. Anytime you want to come and get more power, that's available to you.
She just bows her head, like, respectfully.
Time resumes. Crazy. The other attack's going at Theramin. So, what's your armor class, if you'd be so kind?
14.
Okay. Needs an 11 or higher. That's a 2.
Oh.
This is Theramin with their attack. Time slows for a second for you, Theramin, and you hear your father go, "My boy, my beautiful boy. I just wanted to say that I'm very glad that you didn't die just then. Okay, bye."
Thanks to Dad.
Gives you no powers. Oh my frigging lord. Okay, Theramin, that's you.
Well, my little dragons are gonna kill that last die, or attempt to at least.
Yeah.
Poison.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 3d20 and add 4 to each one.
13 plus
hit.
4. 16 plus 4.
It's gonna hit.
Another 13 plus 4.
Roll 3d4 if you'd be so kind.
Okay. 1, 3, and a 4.
8 plus 6 damage. How do we finish him?
They are going to just like pierce his little eyeballs out and just keep going until one of them goes right through his head with his tail.
Yes.
Gloriously brutal. Just the worst. Just the worst. These guys died so
scorched in flames.
And then immolated to boot. Brilliant. You guys see that these two humans from Salt's Watch finally wake up just in time to see this burning body fall to the ground in front of them. They get up, scream, and start running with Theramin away from this stuff.
Yeah, I'll take them with me.
You guys are you make it to the tree line, Theramin. And all three of you from the trees watch the Pitmaster, 3 Malazans, 5 purebloods, and an abomination come hurling through the trees back to the pits, having investigated your very effective distractions and found nothing. and they see the immediacy of the aftermath of this fight. I'm going to need a group stealth check.
Okay.
From you guys from the trees. Otherwise, you'd have been in combat with these guys.
Yep. Yep. That's 27
15.
with a natural 20.
Natural 20.
How do I do it? Oh, 15 plus your
plus your stealth.
Right, yeah.
So I've got 15 plus 7, which is a 22.
So I've got 17.
A 17.
Can I? Actually, don't worry. I've still got my wisdom, the bardic
inspiration.
Inspiration, yeah. But I don't know if it really matters.
You make it to the tree line, and these guys come through. And what I'm gonna say is, unless you guys want to stick around and do anything else,
No,
we'll get out.
You guys
get back to Ash.
You guys get the heck out of there. You get down the rest of the way. These two humans get real quiet and come on with you. Actually, I'm going to roll stealth for the humans just to see.
Oh, God.
I'd like to still be carrying Dylan,
You
or
can
like
still
trying to make him as quiet as possible.
you can still carry Dylan. Okay. There's one thing left to do before you guys are scot-free. Okay? You guys start to make your way away. You know that you can get away. One of these humans, you can see that, again, there's sort of like, one of them is a guard who looks like they are in their late 20s, human man. That guy looks like he can be stealthy enough to make it. The merchant, who is younger, is early 20s, very young man, has a limp, is making noise, is slowing you down, and will be heard and will be tracked.
Burn him. Thesia, are you hungry?
Are either of you two strong enough to help him?
So this is up to you. What you do. You know that you can try to bring them along. You know that will have serious negative consequences. Or you can leave them behind or kill them. Right? Or just try to leave them behind to fend for themselves.
How heavy is the one limping?
Like a human, like carrying yourself.
So I'm going to chuck him up in the air, and then no, not really. I could definitely fireman's lift him, couldn't I, for a bit? See how far we
can. Try and get him as.
Yeah, it'll still slow you down. It'll still make more noise, but you can help him. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, thank you.
Oh, there's nothing better than that.
Wholesome.
Oh,
precious.
Homemade fudge as well.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway,
it's so sweet. It's so sweet.
Oh.
I feel like we should try and get him back to Salt. As soon as we get to Ash, we can put him on the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think put him on my shoulder for the time being.
I would like to grab the guard, like by the arm.
Yeah.
Put his arm around me. God, this is so risky. I'd like to get the horseshoe.
Okay.
Do you remember the words?
Yes, I have them written down. This is either going to make a really loud noise, or this is going to make me very fast.
Voyager.
I think I forgot.
Why?
I don't know. This is either going to make me a horse, or it's going to be really loud, really loud. Yeah, a snake horse. That's not pleasant.
Basically, that's like in the fight. I was like, I've got all of these things, but I don't know what they do. It's too risky.
Well, we know the water creates kind of water.
You know that the jug creates water.
And I think the wooden bit
is
transmutation, unboxing. So I think that makes literally like a chest or a box or something.
It's gonna be slightly twisted because it's Josh. So it makes a mimic.
It makes a mimic.
It makes a mimic.
I like how it's going to be slightly twisted because it's Josh. I love that reputation if that's what you think of me.
Well, no, because of the Asmodeus things, like, I'm prepared, I've got a list of 17 things, like, what's the worst things that this person can, and you're like, nothing, absolutely nothing. I think the worst, it's like, am I going to be a giant newt? Like a snake horse thing.
Okay, so tell me, let me just very quickly look up one thing. Okay, you know that they're imbued with transmutation magic. So,
do you know what? It's been a good episode. So I'm saying yes. Let's end it on Thesia getting knocked over by a horseshoe.
Okay.
It's not just Thesia, it's all of us.
Yep.
No, but I'm with the guard specifically. So
you're with the guard. Tell me what exactly you're doing with the horseshoe.
So I'm going to grab it out of my little pouch. I'm just going to hold it like in the center.
Okay.
And just look at it and go, Voyager.
Cloud, are you touching any of the magic items in the bag?
No.
Okay. You hold it in your hand and say Voyager. Nothing happens.
I need all 4.
Pass them to me. Pass it to me.
No, why are you going to do it?
Because I've got nothing else to
damage.
Lose.
You've taken no damage. You can have it.
So I will get all 4 and say, I will take Dylan off my back first and pass him to Thesia.
Okay.
I swear to God, if I turn into a horse, and I will say Voyager.
You say Voyager while holding all 4 horseshoes. And you can feel that the hum of magic is stronger when they're together. And nothing happens.
We need to put them on a horse.
And Dylan says, don't horseshoes go on a horse?
I'm not putting these on Ash.
Sorry?
I'm not putting these on Ash.
Actually, saying that, sorry, flashbacks from another session I played. Someone had a horse that was able to go over all terrain and floated slightly from magical horseshoes. Putting it out there. I'm putting it out there.
That's pretty cool.
It wasn't until a dragon used acid breath and the horseshoes just remained. But yeah, it was pretty cool for that moment.
Thanks for the notes. Okay. I'm writing this down.
Yeah, dragon, acid breath.
Acid breath.
What are we doing? What are we doing with the merchant? Are we... I just want to get back. I just want to get out of this forest.
So they're making noise. They're slowing you down. You know these guys are looking for you actively. He looks at you guys and he goes, I get it. I get it. I'm not making it out of here, okay? Go.
Do you have a name?
You called this guy Dylan. That's also my name. I'm also Dylan.
Well, as someone just reminded me, being together is better than being alone. We will help you. I have a horse that's not too far from here, but you have to try and be quiet. We will help you with your leg, but please try.
Okay.
Can I not give him a fireman's lift or a piggyback or something?
Yeah, you can definitely help him. You can definitely help him. Okay, you guys start making your way away. You've chosen to help this guy who, for context, got a nat 1 on his first stealth roll.
I'd like to be using my tail to sort of like wipe away any tracks that we're leaving.
Give me survival with disadvantage.
Survival. That is a 17.
17 with disadvantage. I'm gonna need another group stealth check, and I'm gonna roll with disadvantage for.
I got a 20. Sorry,
I've got an unnatural 20. I've got
Unnatural
13 plus 7.
roll.
I've got
20
24.
Plus, so I got 22. I'm normally the unsneaky one.
You got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Theramin? Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
I'm carrying him as well. Surely that.
You are helping him and you get a natural 20. He only rolls normally without disadvantage and gets a 17 because of that.
We're getting out of here, boys.
You are getting out of here, boys. You made the choice to help this guy and you go. You are covering your track while maintaining your speed. You're helping him. You're making less noise. And through the forests, you guys make it. You make it back to Ash. You've lost your other horses in the cart, but you've rescued the civilians, and you are back to Ash.
I just hug her neck. It's like bury my face into Ash and just go, oh, I missed you.
Nuzzles into you.
Oh, I think we should definitely see what happens if Ash wears those special shoes.
I'll bring them out and show them to Ash and be like, we don't know what these do. Do you want to wear them? I know I can't speak to animals, but
the horse.
I just
you have a connection with the horse, and you have your new nature powers. You just you know that the horse is just kind of like, cool. These are kind of cool. It's like putting on armor for the horse. It's like, sure.
Yeah, she got an 11 on wisdom, so she's not a stupid horse. Okay, I'll spend some time, and I'll put the horseshoes on Ash.
You put the horseshoes on Ash. You can kind of see like a rippling. It's a very subtle magic, but there's sort of an immediate ripple that goes around Ash's body, and then there are no more visual cues as to what's going on.
Say those words.
Just
or the word.
Voyager.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I guess it's just something we're going to have to find out.
Yeah.
Let's put... Can Ash carry... How many people can Ash carry? I don't know what it says.
3?
Probably 2 people.
She's got a strength of 16, so yeah, probably just 2.
You could also fit Dylan on there as well as 2 people. It's 2 normal humanoids is what I'll say.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of putting both Dylans on the horse.
Yeah. You can put.
Yeah.
You can fit the guard on there as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say.
He introduces himself as Anton.
I'm sorry. Who's this?
This is the guard.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
And the merchant's name was Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put those guys on. You put both Dylans and Anton on Ash. And Dylan just your Dylan just goes, okay. You guys follow up. You're gonna follow up. You make it to Salt's Watch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be holding on to Ash's reins, like walking beside her. So
we'll is it better if we go ahead and, you know, potentially get any help?
I don't think splitting up would be a good idea.
Okay, all right.
Remember what happened last time?
No, I do remember what happened last time. He catches the other Dylan as he passes out from blood loss, and just kind of goes, I was just, yeah, it's cool. I'm sure we'll make it in time. I'm sure we're gonna make it in time.
Can I do a protection spell thing?
I'm afraid you are out of spell slots, my good sir.
Can I just do a medicine check just to try and
stem the bleeding? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just try and stabilize him a little bit. Med Dyson is an 11.
Yeah. You can stem the bleeding as much as you can. You can see that he's got a broken leg.
Okay.
Looks like it took some pretty bad damage. You don't know. He's lost a lot of blood. You don't know whether he will make it at this pace to Salt's Watch. You guys are still. I'm going to say it'll take you if you walk, it'll take you until sunset to make it. No, you know what? You've made some progress. It'll take you about 4 hours of walking.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
I need to find a place to rest.
I'm going to cure wounds on Merchant Dylan.
Okay.
Which is H1D. Should be phone locked. My spell app. Cure wounds. Oh, it's 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. 1d, there's the 8. 7 plus 4. 11.
All the wounds heal, the leg sets, is completely back to normal. He had 4 hit points and has just been supercharged up. Oga, the color sort of returns to his cheeks. He's still sort of hungry and tired, and needs to get those platelet counts back up, but he's good. He looks completely healthy and completely cured. Okay. This is, wow. I feel great. I mean, we almost died.
Now we don't have to split up, so.
Now you don't have to split up. Time passes. You move away from the sounds of fighting. Along the road, away from the pits, with the rituals still going on, potentially, and make it to the walls of Salt's Watch. When this guard who was with this merchant calls to the people on the walls, and vouches for you guys, they fully let you in. They were going to cause a bit of a stink, but they see that you guys are injured and need help, and bring you into this military fortress / town, where you are brought to a Green Coven hospital. And that is where we're going to end our session for the day. Thank you guys so much. Both you guys for playing and you guys for watching. Tune in next time to watch more crazy stuff happen with this incredible group of extraordinarily lucky individuals. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, please consider giving us a like, giving us a comment, subscribing, doing all of the fiddly little YouTube bits, as well as hitting us up on social media. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram. we've got all these things. We would love to discuss these ongoing stories with you, and just have a conversation. Be part of the community. We would love that. Do it, please, or not. Be your own person, but do what I say.